We got some people that slept in a little bit yesterday, huh? What was y'all doing last night, huh? What was y'all doing last night? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Y'all already know. Trump, Epstein survivors ask Congress, please vote for this bill. Where y'all at right now? Y'all taking your time to get up in here this morning, right? Let me make sure the tie is straight. Make sure the mic is in right there. You know, we got a couple of seconds. Check on that. Yeah, we got that straight. Okay. I think we're good. Looking at over there. Okay, we turned around. That's the sound. Okay. I think we just about, but you know how this guy is, right? Let's see. Nope, not quite. Let's just see. Maybe we can hang out a little bit. Who we got in the building? We got Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. We got Demonetized. Cat Dad, good morning. Angels Among Us, good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. Mark Dorfman. Baddie Lynn. How everybody doing? Everybody waking up now. Solo Thug. What's going on, everybody? Who's that up there? Yeah, I saw Cat Dad already. See everybody just now getting up, right? I know it's rough out there, ain't it? Rough morning. Sometimes oh my God, what time is it? Y'all know what time it is. Time for our bottom line. And with that being said, it's almost time. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's about time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we're going to see what's going on with Homeboy, because I knew he was going to take a little while on that. So let's charge you up. Charge you up. 1 minute's easy. Don't press your luck. It's time to get it going. Let's get it going. Yeah, one more time. And that's right. Let's open up those pores. Let's open up those pores. Let's open up those pores. You had a few, but not that many. 'Cause you're the only one I love that's good and plenty. That's right, y'all. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, Mr. Magic Rap Attack, Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. I can't say that part. Huffing trees and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, we never thought that hip hop would make it this far. That's right, y'all. That's right. Y'all know why I'm open, right? Cause if pump that beat. It's Saturday, September 9th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. What's good, y'all? It's Tuesday, September 9th. Like I said, that's right, y'all. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. It's 6 o'clock. So if you wanted to be up at 6 o'clock, guess what? You're up. Let's go. Who we got up in the building this morning? We got Baddie Lynn. We got Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We got Cat Dad. We got Demonetized. Angels Exposed. What's that? Angels Exposed. I ain't see you in a while. See you been chiming in. Glad that you're back. Who else we got up in here? Demonetized. Same with you. That's right. It's cool outside. So hopefully we get all our family and our co-hosts back up in here. Who else we got up in here? We've got Who's that right there? Who's that right there? We got Rashido Brown. Rashido Brown, thank you so much for popping in. That's right, that's right, that's right. It's not Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Thank you. Let's keep on moving forward. Also, who else we got up in here? We got Frederick. We got Demonetized. Like I said, ain't see you in a while. And I'm so glad that you're healthy and you had a chance to pop in with us, because you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I got a fantastic show lined up for you guys this morning. We got follow-ups with Epstein. We got tariffs. We got reports from the White House. We got some crazy stories that we're going to start getting into that's going to be kind of crazy. And I'm talking about nothing but a bunch of action-packed stuff this morning. And y'all already know how I say it, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to come back to the comments. And yes, as long as we stay on topic, we're going to have a fantastic show. Like I said to you guys, y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here, I appreciate you. Go ahead and hit them like buttons so we can go ahead and get those people up in here. If you new or if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever we on. And guess what? I got a lot to get into. And without any further ado, let's get into these titles. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. What do I have for you guys this morning? I have Trump. The Epstein survivors ask Congress, please vote for this bill. Yes, they have put a bill together where they're trying to pass their own law, their own measures to get the DOJ to release the files. We've got the clips, we got the information. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys, what else do we have? We've got South Korea responds to the South Korean Hyundai manufacturing plant that doom, 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 ICE raided. That's right, they raided them yesterday. I think they took about 300 people. Oh yeah, y'all got serious out there. We got the clip. You guys are gonna see it. And last but not least, what do we have here? We have a huge bust that reveals a battle on the super highway between the U.S., and I ain't gonna say that word, but you guys know what I'm gonna say, the D-Rug dealers. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. I got a lot lined up for you guys this Tuesday morning. I'm not even gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get right into this first clip right here. Of course, it's gonna be our President Trump shocking comments talking about business, tariffs, what's going on right now, the difference in what's happening in Washington, D.C., and a bit more. Let's get into it, you guys. Come on in, keep on coming in. Hope everybody had a fantastic evening.
So right now we went from one of the most, some people say the worst, the most violent city. Can you imagine our capital being the most violent city? But it was really bad, into a totally safe zone. It's called the safe zone city. There's no crime. They said crime's down 87%. I said, no, it's more than 87%. Virtually nothing. And much lesser things that take place in the home, they call crime. You know, they'll do anything they can to find something. If a man has a little fight with the wife, they say this was a crime, see? So now I can't claim 100%. But we are a safe city. You can walk to a restaurant. You can walk to the White House if you work there. You can walk to the Capitol. And even the Democrats say, I can't believe it, but they don't want to admit it, but I can't believe it. So right now.
Okay, y'all, we got to keep on moving forward. We keeping our clips on point this morning, making sure we get a gang of information out. That was the end of that anyway. We're going to keep on moving forward to Mike Johnson right now. This is what I like, hot mics when they're being followed and when they're trying to talk about certain specific topics. I told you I got 5 on it, but I got to tell you what's coming up. Right now, we got Speaker Johnson. He's been asked point blank about calling Trump an FBI informer. Boom, boom now. He's being asked straight up about calling President Trump an informant. And on the Epstein investigation, he kind of doubles back and says that he's not sure that he used the correct terminology when he stated informant. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Bugatti's not a hater. All I'm doing is giving you guys information. Good morning. Let's go.
What do you mean by that? You're not the informant?
What I was referring to in that long conversation was what the victim's attorney said. More than a decade ago,
Thank you, Angela.
Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago, and he was one of the only people, one of the only prominent people, as everyone has reported, not President Trump, but everybody about him, that he was willing to help law enforcement go after this guy who's a
Thank you,
disgusting
biggest.
child abuser, sex trafficker, all the allegations. That's what they heard. So the president was helpful in that. I don't know if I use the right terminology, but that's common knowledge, and everybody knows that. So this is much ado about who's willing to help law enforcement go after this guy who's a disgusting child abuser, sex trafficker, all the allegations. That's what they heard. So the president was helpful in that. I don't know if I use the right terminology, but that's common knowledge, and everybody knows that. So this is much ado about nothing.
Did the president tell you this specifically about his involvement?
I was recounting what others have said. The president and I have talked about the Epstein influence many times. He's as disgusted by it as everybody else. He has long had a history of acknowledging that, and he has said repeatedly he wants everything to come out, all credible information, everything for the American public to decide.
Was he ever asked to wear a wire or anything like that?
I have no idea. No, I'm not saying that. I have no information about that whatsoever. I was repeating what has been common knowledge for a long time. The president was helpful in trying to get Epstein, for the law enforcement to go after Epstein. That's always been my understanding. That's common knowledge. It's the public's understanding that it was not breaking news there. Okay, what I'm trying to emphasize is that the president is as disgusted about this as everyone is. All people of good conscience. We heard from the victims last week. It was gut-wrenching to hear their accounts. Many of them came out here and did it to a broader audience, to the public. But there's as many as 1,000 other victims, hundreds of young women now some of them middle-aged women.
Just got to say something real quick. I don't know this guy's name right there. I don't watch his news a lot because he always try to steer people in one solid direction. I don't like the way you report, but I like being able to hear what you have to say when people are able to answer the types of questions that this person here gives. Because a lot of people, no matter what I say, they still feel the same way that this guy here feels. I don't remember his name, and that can tell you a lot about how I feel about him. Because the only time I really rock with somebody is when I pay attention to your name, right? Mark Dorfman or Cat Dad. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on moving forward right now. I got to get on over to Georgia. Matter of fact, South Korea, we're going to respond to this Georgia. Because South Korea is going to respond to a Hyundai immigration raid at a manufacturing facility. We got a lot to get through this morning. I apologize about that audio right there. I turned everything up as high as I could. Now I got to turn everything back down. Let's make sure I'm not busting everybody's eardrums. I apologize. Let's get over to this South Korean response to this Hyundai immigration raid. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's go.
Between Seoul and Washington after South Korea pledged some $500 billion in U.S. investments.
Sorry, y'all. A lot of production going on right now. Let's get it from the beginning. Sorry about that. Let's get it from the beginning. Commercials out the way and everything. Let's
search warrant for the whole site.
Tonight, growing fallout over the massive immigration raid at a Hyundai facility near Savannah, Georgia. South Korea's foreign minister responding to the raid, saying he was deeply concerned by the operation. South Korea ordering all-out efforts to respond to the arrest, including preparing to dispatch diplomats to the Georgia facility and to Washington. DHS officials saying they arrested 475 workers, most.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. They don't just come for one, they come for a lot. 475 illegal workers. Oh yeah, let's go, y'all, let's go.
South Korean nationals, the largest single-site enforcement operation in Homeland Security history.
We are sending a clear and unequivocal message that those who exploit our workforce, undermine our economy, and violate federal laws will be held accountable.
President Trump backing the raid.
Well, we want to get along with other countries, and we want to have a great, stable workforce. But we had a lot of illegal aliens working there. So, look, they're doing their job.
And experts warning the raid could increase tensions between Seoul and Washington after South Korea pledged some $500 billion in U.S. investments.
Yeah, but that don't mean that y'all can do illegal stuff with your people when you get over here. So one thing shouldn't have anything to do with the other. Oh, we're going to stop giving you the $500 billion if you don't let our illegal people work. What type of sense does that make? Stop it. If you think you're going to make a profit, come on.
This is going to have an impact on U.S.-Korean economic relations. And the question is this a major setback, or is this something that both sides can work through professionally?
Hyundai saying none of those detained were directly employed by the company and vowing to conduct its own investigation, adding it has zero tolerance for those who don't follow the law. And tech giant LG, which is based in South Korea and had 47 of its employees detained, announced it's suspending business trips to the U.S. Jose?
Okay, no problem.
We thank you for.
I would like to see 475 Americans take those jobs, but y'all call me what y'all want. And I'm not a Republican, not a Democrat, not an independent, but I'd rather see somebody with some real papers or American citizens that can actually get through this crazy time right now, getting real wage from a place like that. Because I guarantee you, they might be complaining, but what were they paying them? We always say the same thing every single time. The owner comes out, hey, what are you doing to my workers? How dare you do that? Okay, since you want to complain about them, let me see the paperwork. Yeah. Let me see the paperwork. Let me see the health benefits that you're giving them. Let me see the overtime. Let me see the wages you've been paying this person. And then they're going to be like, abba-dooba-baba-beeba. 1 minute, I'll be right back. What the hell is abba-dooba-baba-beeba? That's not even a language, sir. We got to keep on moving forward right now because we got another situation where the president talks about major decisions on Chicago. Good times. Anytime you're feeling rainy. That's where they made good times at, y'all. Good times in Chicago. We got to get on over there because there's a crime crackdown as the president rages on. Keep on moving forward. We're going to hit all these states as much as possible. We're going to try to get all updated information and we're going to keep on moving. Let's go to Chicago.
President Trump indicating that he will make a decision soon about tackling. President Trump indicating that he will make a decision soon about tackling crime in Chicago as he touts the progress federal troops have made in D.C.
Fox correspondent Madeline Rivera joins us live in Washington with all the details. Hi, Maddie.
Good morning, Carly and Todd. The president has been threatening to take action in Chicago for weeks now, even as he downplays a post he made over.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. I'm sorry I always do that when I see her, but Quagmire, stop playing with me.
Over the weekend about the Windy City. That post said in part, Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War, referring to the name change for the Defense Department. President Trump says, though, what he meant was he wants to clean up the city, calling that common sense, not war.
We could solve Chicago very quickly, but we're going to make a decision as to where we go over the next day or two. When you look at what happened to D.C. in a short period of time, honestly, it's amazing. Over a period of 12 days, in other words, on the 12th day, we had the crime just about solved. And right now, people are walking out. They're going out right now to restaurants all over D.C.
Protesters took to the streets of Chicago over the weekend, rallying against federal intervention. It comes as the community braces for more immigration enforcement. Border Czar Tom Homan says they're specifically eyeing sanctuary cities.
You can expect action in most sanctuary cities across the country. President Trump's prioritized sanctuary cities because sanctuary cities knowingly release illegal alien public safety threats to the streets every day. That's where the problem is. We don't have that problem in Florida.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says he has not gotten a heads up from the White House about enforcement action. Human suggests Pritzker should know what to expect, saying ICE agents have been flooding the zone in Chicago for some time now. Carly and Todd.
Madeline.
They probably gave you that job because of that strong chin, Madeline. But I appreciate you, boo. I know you're gonna wind up getting at me one day. You're gonna find out about all of these Quagmire references. I apologize, y'all. She's a very beautiful woman with very strong features. I apologize. That's not right to do that. Stop that, Bugatti. You got to get on over to Florida, where this El Fulio, only in Florida. How could you? It's like when you get there, don't do nothing stupid. This fool won 167. Now, my friend's telling me the other day, I can't wait till I win the Powerball. You don't have to worry anymore. We're going to be straight. We're going to get this big yacht, right? And I was just imagining the net that's going to be on back of the yacht. And we're going to be just stretched out like this. And y'all going to be like, what about bottom line? Yeah, we're going to still do it, but we're going to do it off the yacht. And we're going to have a whole bunch of money, so we don't got to really worry about nothing no more. But he didn't win. So now we're going to go to this guy in Miami who actually did win, right? He won $167 million in the lottery. And guess what? He got locked up. And I don't know if they're going to let him out. And he got lawyer money, so he's probably going to get out on bail or whatever like that. But yeah, I'm going to let them tell a story on this guy right here. $167 million, and he decides to get locked up. Okay, y'all, let me make sure I open up the screen for El Fulio.
Is Powerball.
With a jackpot over $1.3 billion, Americans across the USA are stricken with Powerball fever. But for one recent winner, A Powerball win ended in disaster. 50-year-old James Farthing won a $167 million Powerball prize last April. It was the largest in Kentucky state history. Farthing held the oversized check with his mom and girlfriend. But just 2 days later, this happened. He was celebrating his historic win in St. Pete Beach, Florida, and found himself in a headlock during a brawl with a fellow guest at his hotel. With all hell breaking loose, cops did what they could to break up the fight.
I just got kicked. Put your hands behind your back and get against the wall.
Seconds later, Farthing makes a run for it, and another officer tackles him to the ground. The $167 million man is down and bloodied.
Please, man, I'm sorry. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Please don't send me back.
Why did James Farthing say, "Please don't send me back"? Turns out he has a long rap sheet. Farthing spent nearly 30 years in prison for offenses ranging from criminal mischief to engaging in organized crime. Just check out his mugshots over the years. Now the mega millionaire is facing new charges. So, congratulations on the lottery win, but who knows if he'll be able to enjoy it.
James Farthing was charged with battery of an officer. He pleaded not guilty.
Oh, you know that's wrong. He ain't batter nobody. James ain't batter nobody. All he did was run away. He probably went a little hard trying to get him, but he ain't hurt nobody. Come on, y'all. Do y'all think that James battered that officer? Come on, y'all know they dead wrong for that. But $167 million, I would have let that dude just choke me. Like, hey, matter of fact, no, you can't just let somebody choke you. You know what? Security. That's what he needed. He needed security guard. That's what he needed, a bodyguard. You got $167 million. Where your bodyguards at? What do you guys think about that, right? Bodyguards. Wait, there we go. Even the black and white, there we go. Freak show, criminals with money are still criminals. Thug, no, with the money, he can get a great lawyer, to be honest. GM, okay, you know what? He might be able to make some more money. Somebody was smart right there. That person, Austin, might be able to sue and the place that they was at. You know, get everybody, even the people that made the marble floor that made me slip. I got $167 million. We going to court. Let's keep on moving forward. Y'all right, because I like going to court. Matter of fact, I got somebody to sue tomorrow. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to go on over to New Zealand. We have this serious situation right now, you guys, where this fugitive named Tom Phillips, he powed by the police and his missing children were found. Yes, we go all around the world because we never know who's going to be up in the house. So we always go all around the world, same song.
And in New Zealand, who absconded with his 3 children nearly 4 years ago, has been killed in a shootout with officers. Police say they fired back when the man, Tom Phillips, shot an officer. One of the children was with Phillips at the time of the shootout, but was unharmed. The seriously wounded policeman is being treated in hospital. And in the past few minutes, police said they have found the 2 other children. Let's speak to the BBC's Vavna Ban in Singapore, who's covered this story 4 years ago in New Zealand when the ordeal began. Welcome to you. Good to see you. So tell us how this all started 4 years ago.
Yeah, well, this is a case that has gripped the nation in New Zealand for many years now. And it all began in September 2021 when Tom Phillips, the father of 3 children, fled and was missing. And I think as soon as that happened, there was a massive search effort that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it went on for about 3 weeks. All of us reporters were there in Marakopa. Now, after about 20 or 19 days, Tom Phillips, along with his 3 children, came back to home and with no real explanation as to why he was away, except for that he was out camping. And there is some ideas floating around that this could have been about custody disputes. Now,
sounds like it. It sounds like exactly what you said there. We appreciate that story. It's kind of wild going everywhere, but yeah, New Zealand, they got him, you guys, and hopefully if the mother's still around or any other family members, those children will be able to go back with them. And it seems like what she exactly said, probably some sort of custody battle going crazy. It happens. We're going to keep on moving forward to Washington, D.C., because we got these Democrats that are releasing the drawing that allegedly made by Trump for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book. You guys remember he said that I didn't write any, I didn't do any doodle, didn't send anything over. Well, they kind of got a picture of it as well as some commentary here. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go. This is the actual photo that's they're saying allegedly President Trump made for PDF Jeffrey Epstein's birthday book. And this is all alleged because they're saying now that it's fake. So let's get into it.
The first look tonight at that now infamous birthday book drawing released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, who say it was given by President Trump to Jeffrey Epstein years ago, part of a tranche of documents the committee says it received today after it subpoenaed Epstein's estate. The drawing shows the outline of a woman's torso, breasts, and hips, with a message that reads, in part, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey," and later, "Enigmas never age," before the closing words, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." At the bottom, a familiar scrawled signature. The note's existence, initially reported by the Wall Street Journal in July. The paper says it was part of a book compiled by now convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, given to Epstein when he turned 50 in 2003. That report prompting immediate pushback from the president, who filed a $10 billion defamation lawsuit against the journal, his lawyers alleging no authentic letter or drawing exists.
Okay, so I want to make sure that we're covering all aspects right here, because we do have people in the comments that are saying that this is a false drawing. This is something that's made up. And guess what? I don't know if this thing is real or whatever like that. So this is not me reporting anything that I'm standing behind. I don't know what's going on here, and we're both learning information at the same time. Check this out, just getting it out there. I don't want to just make it look like I'm being sideways like that guy earlier. I don't like moving like that. We don't do that over here.
You maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday? I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name, but that's happened a lot.
The press secretary tonight arguing it's very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. White House aides printing for reporters copies of the president's recent signature. For his part, President Trump has repeatedly insisted he doesn't do drawings, despite sketches, mostly skyscrapers, signed by him that have been put up for auction over the years.
I don't do drawings. Sometimes people would say, would you draw a building? And I'll draw 4 lines and a little roof, for a charity stuff. But I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women, that I can tell you.
All right, Hallie joins us now live. Hallie, Democrats on the Oversight Committee, they released the image. What are Republicans on that committee saying tonight?
Well, so far, not much, Tom. Not contesting the image Democrats released. And remember, more documents are expected to be made public soon. As for the drawing, the White House says the president will continue to aggressively pursue litigation.
And also, you guys, make sure that you keep on going to that link in the description, because as we get more links and more content, we always update the links. So you might go to a link at yesterday's show and it might have 2 links, but today's show, it's going to have a new link because they may have dropped some new content. And we over here at the show like to make sure that we get you guys up to date and have all of the links as they come in. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now Trump says whoever operated the autopen was the president. They got questions about Biden's actions as well as the pardons that came out at the end of the Biden administration's term. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Let's go.
There was some reporting in Axios that in the last 3 months of the Biden administration, they did about 4,000 pardons.
The question is, and the information is, that at the last end of the Biden term, there was about 4,000 pardons. Do you think that that was sanctioned or okayed by the president, or do you think it was just autopen? Because it's really hard to hear.
Was sending emails to pardon his own family members. Are you still interested in getting to the bottom of the autopen scandal?
Well, I think the autopen is one of the great scandals of our time. The autopen was our president, or to put it a different way, whoever operated the autopen was our president. It's not allowed. It's just not allowed. And they gave a pardon to the unselect committee after the unselect committee realized that that whole situation was a hoax and it was all their fault, including Nancy Pelosi turning down security and all, turning down soldiers. It all came out bad for them. They burned everything. They got rid of everything. There's absolutely nothing there. It's all gone. And that was based on an autopen. They gave those members of Congress that were on the unselect committee, they gave him pardons.
What do you think?
So I think it's a tremendous scandal.
What do you think the media would say?
All right, y'all, that's what's going on with the auto pen, the scandal over there. Now let's get on over to some money. Some bad money, though. Sorry to say it, you guys. We got to get on over to New England, where 171 members of the largest drug cartel in the world, the Sinaloa cartel, yeah, they got arrested, you guys. I told you we going everywhere this morning. Now we going over to New England. We was in Chicago, LA. Now we going over to New England. Let's go.
The Federal Drug Enforcement Administration says a week-long cartel crackdown led to nearly 200 arrests just in New England. The DEA says they were all members of the Sinaloa cartel, the largest drug cartel in the world. 25 investigators went one-on-one with the DEA special agent in charge about their recent operation. He says the vast Sinaloa network has deep roots in New England.
They're our public enemy number one.
Jared Forget, the special agent in charge of DEA's New England Field Division, says last week the DEA set out to arrest as many members of the Mexico-based Sinaloa cartel as possible. New England saw the highest number of regional arrests at 171, with 49 in Massachusetts, 33 in New Hampshire. Connecticut saw the most at 64.
Do you think people would be surprised to learn how many members of that cartel are operating probably in plain sight in their communities?
Sure. So Sinaloa cartel in every single state across America, more than 40 countries around the world, and obviously they're in every state throughout New England.
What's their number one product they push? Is it the pills?
So we see fentanyl powder and we see counterfeit pills that are made to look like legitimate pills, notably M30s.
M30 pills are counterfeit oxycodone. But Forget says they're also increasingly seeing counterfeit stimulant pills made to look like Adderall. Forget showed us some of the more than 22,000 pills and other drugs seized during the operation, like signature purple fentanyl, and some drug packaging even displaying the Sinaloa cartel stamp.
I'm a DEA agent. I cannot tell the difference between a fake one and a real one. So we need to remind parents, schools, caregivers, everybody in the community, have those conversations with each other, have them with your kids.
Forget says the cartel targets unsuspecting young people online through common social media apps. Many have no idea they're buying potentially deadly counterfeit pills.
171 arrests throughout New England. Does that make a dent?
We're the DEA. We're not going after low-level retail drug traffickers. We are going after drug trafficking organizations, the networks.
How do you disrupt that, something that is so large, so vast, and seemingly so powerful?
Right. It's an ongoing battle, one that we can't afford to give up, right? The Sinaloa cartel is a threat to public safety, our public health, and our national security as a country.
This year, the Centers for Disease Control reported while drug overdose deaths are declining, overdose is the leading cause of death for young people ages 18 to 45.
And we lost a lot of our entertainers to that fentanyl crap. Let's just be honest about it, you guys. Let's just put it out there. When it was just it was there. They was just going crazy. I can feel it, and it was kind of funny. It was the good stuff. The scale is what they call it. When the fentanyl started coming in, dropping like flies. As soon as especially when they said that all it takes is the tip of a needle pen to take you up out of here. Come on, y'all. We need more like this to happen and more arrests to keep on happening. That's right, y'all. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. It's Tuesday. We still working. Come on, get those likes up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so right now. If you're not a member, become a member. We're almost at the 50,000 mark. Yo, we almost at the 50,000 mark. I'm going to be so happy when we get there. We're right there. Can't wait. Come on, you guys, subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, we deserve it. Your boy gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning to make sure that the content is right, and then we pull it, we sequence it, and I got to do all of these crazy things to make sure that we pull it right. And then, of course, all of the co-hosts and all of the phenomenal people in the chat have to make sure that we're staying on point to keep the flow going. Let's do that, y'all. We got to get on over to Detroit right now, where a mother of 5 loses her life in a head-on-head collision. Come on, Detroit. You know we go everywhere. Sadly, we're reporting this story this morning, but it's happened, and I don't want to not report it because we need to make sure the story gets out. So let's get into it, you guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
overnight on the east side of Detroit.
This is a head-on crash. A mother of 5 is dead as a result, and we want to warn you the video that you might see could be tough to watch. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards live tonight. Lauren, do we know what happened here?
Dave, Hillary, I can tell you this crash was absolutely tragic. I want to step out of the way so you can see the aftermath of what Avenue Grill looks like right now. The doorway boarded up. There's even some windows on the other side that are boarded up. Again, this crash, absolutely tragic. I want you to take a look at the video, but I also want to warn everyone that what you are about to see is graphic. Now, this is security video from outside of Avenue Restaurant. Then take another look. The next video coming from inside, security video coming from inside the restaurant. Yes, people are dining inside. Detroit police saying it all happened at 2:30 overnight, and 2 vehicles colliding on Gratiot near Du Bois. And the crash so powerful, one of the vehicles went flying into the restaurant. Police say one person is in critical condition. The victim, 36-year-old Charlene Jane Long Harden, died. We spoke with the victim's mother, who says Long Harden was a beloved mother of 5.
Damn.
The family in shock that she's gone.
Terrible situation.
Charlene was like a butterfly, a ray of sunshine, a sunflower, and those were all her names. She was very outgoing. She loved everybody, and she had a joyous smile just right up the room. And she wanted to take care of everybody. And it's like, oh, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Now, as soon as that crash happened, the family gathered because they all just wanted to be together, they say, at this time for comfort. But as you can see, Avenue Grill will be boarded up just for some time. I don't know the specific dates, but this is exactly what it's going to look like. And again, this place now just a marker of pain for so many who were involved. Even those who were inside the restaurant can only imagine what they saw and just what they felt. But again, we're going to continue to stay on this case and give you guys updates as we get them. Reporting live here in Detroit, Lauren Edwards, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Lauren,
terrible, tragic situation. And you know how we do it over here, you guys. We have to pray for the mother and the person that lost their lives, as well as everybody who was hurt in this tragic event, as well as people that observed it, because that's another thing. Shock and things like that are something that needs to be spoken of as well. We ask for strength and resolve in this day. Amen. Thank you so much, you guys. Terrible, tragic situation right there. A mother of 5. Bad situation right there, you guys. Let's keep on going. We got to go over to Los Angeles, California, where we got a violent smash and grab, kind of similar to the way that happened and different from what we saw yesterday with the sledgehammer incident going on. We got these guys that must have orchestrated this real robbery, at this jewelry store in California. This one thing that's sad about it is there was an 84-year-old man in there, and they basically pushed him around, smacked him around like he wasn't even there once they came in. Watch how this happens and look at the audacity, the disrespect, and just the way that they just demeaned and looked and disrespected this man's and these people's entire business right here. This is why those counters, as well as, more security is necessarily needed when it comes down to patrol out here in these streets. Check this craziness out right here. Let me get this screen open and watch this.
It happened in seconds. This surveillance video captures what appears to be a well-choreographed attack as a car backs into Kim Hung Jewelry Friday afternoon, and more than 15 people jump out of 3 vehicles. This is what it looked like inside the store as thieves wearing hoodies, masks, and caps smash glass cases and snatch jewelry. At one point, a suspect pushes down the 88-year-old store owner, and he cuts his feet on broken glass. His niece found him outside the store minutes later.
Oh my God, it's all blood. It's all blood.
She says her uncle was taken to the hospital where doctors also confirmed he had a stroke. He was released from the hospital today, but his niece says after 4 decades in the jewelry business, the owner is so traumatized he may never return to his business.
Don't think he's coming back. Absolutely no.
His son was also inside during the robbery and was not hurt.
This has become a regular occurrence.
Today, the family and community leaders are demanding change to crack down on smash and grabs.
Crazy, y'all seen that?
It's very scary for every small business
You seen this?
own a shop
And for a lot of them, this is their livelihood.
It's becoming a huge problem. It's a crime wave that's happening everywhere. We need to get that Prop 36 funding that the governor was supposed to.
Now, what if they just came in like that and he just started going pow, 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 pow. I'm serious here. I just can't say it a certain way. But what if he decided to go that way with it, y'all? Pow, 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 pow. Real talk. Just push the man down on the ground, 84 years old. You see how those YNs, everybody in the comments saying YNs, and then they got the shiesty mask on. That's why I say just having the mask on nowadays, pull them over, straight up and down. Call me what you want. Oh, I can't believe Bugatti talking like that.
Do, and we need to have it quick.
Voters overwhelmingly approved Prop 36 in 2024. It allows felony charges and increased sentences for certain drug and theft crimes. The law went into effect in December of last year, but these community leaders say the governor needs to adequately fund the new efforts to better protect small businesses from thieves.
We thank you. They pushed that man down, basically stepped all over him in a business that he probably started from nothing. And that would make anybody feel terrible. My apartment got robbed 2 times. It happened to be somebody that I knew. And you know how that happened? Because it was always somebody I was trying to look out for. Oh, you need a place to stay? Come stay with me. Next thing you know, while you're going, they find a way to get you. Because guess what? When people know your schedule and they know how you move, they're the ones that can get you. Also, don't be so cool with letting people play with your dogs. Oh, he's so friendly. Not me. Yo, why you don't let nobody touch your dog? Because just in case you try to come inside here when nobody's home. Nobody's home. Oh, I don't even know your dog. Exactly. That's the reason why I have a DOG. Let's keep on moving forward and call me what you want. I live in New York and people ain't all nice around here where I live at. Keep on moving forward. Do. Yes, Connecticut. We got to get on over to this man that practices free speech to the fullest. I'm talking about he practices free speech so much it's almost like a cartoon. One of the back in the days cartoons where you see signs everywhere. Y'all check this fool out. And when he talks about when he's pushing messages about his political allies and as well as people he likes to demonstrate on his house. Check this out.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Kevin Nathan.
And I'm Amber Diaz. A battle over free speech is unfolding in the Dayville section of Killingly. The person who lives there has a slew of anti-Trump signs on his home and lawn, some with vulgar words. And shocking new photos show him with a firearm in his front yard.
It is upsetting some people in town, and that home is right near a middle school. NBC Connecticut's Amanda Pitts picks up the story from there.
They're not your typical political lawn signs.
This is straight out the boondocks, y'all.
These homemade ones have some vulgar language that we've blurred.
I see it right coming down Route 12 on Run 1 too.
The signs we can show you say you wanted the felon, Rage Against the Regime, and Trumpstein, release the evidence. They sit on and around a home on Upper Maple Street in the Dayville section of Killingly.
Definitely not respectful.
They've got people in this quiet town talking.
At the end of the day, it's their property, it's their right.
The house is a few hundred yards from the Killingly Intermediate School. School buses pass by it every day.
If anything, it shouldn't be around the schools, anywhere around the school.
Now, the town manager said the police department and zoning department has received multiple complaints about these signs, but ultimately it comes down to this resident's First Amendment right. In a statement, town leaders wrote, after a thorough review, we must clarify that the content of the sign is protected speech under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. The First Amendment guarantees the right to free expression, including political speech.
So I guess you can write anything you want in front of your house as long as you don't, as long as it's not too crazy. Free speech, you guys, free speech. And yes, I know it was a small story, but we cover everything over here. Let's get back over to the White House where Trump is asked about some tariffs and we're talking about some money finally. He's asked about what? The price of beef. Speaks about gasoline as well as much more. Let's keep on going, you guys. I know y'all got to get to work, so let me get you as much information as possible before y'all get up out of here. Let's go. Let's get it.
Mr. President, the very well together. Mr. President, the price of beef continues to rise and other items keep going up. Is there any way to address the cost of beef? Yeah, once it kicks in, once our policies kick in, the price of beef will be going down, just like the price of eggs went down and the price of a lot of other grocery items went down. Beef will go down. It'll all go down. Energy has gone way down. The price of gasoline has gone really, I mean, I think you'll be hitting $2 very soon. And it was $4.50 a little while ago. So energy's gone way down. That brings everything else with it. But beef has gone, as you know, for other reasons. The price of beef has gone up a little bit. It'll be coming down.
Okay,
Very well.
you guys, my question to you, are you feeling the changes in the prices of gasoline where you are? I'm talking about, I like to call out everything he says. He said gasoline, he said the price of beef and energy. Has your energy bills gone down? Huh? Has your gasoline gone down? I'm just asking the question because I like to know. And when you guys start showing the numbers in the comments in the chat, it's cool because they're like, wait, the price is over there. Is this much for a gallon? It's really cool. We actually like stuff like that. I'm not trying to trick you. So has your gas prices gone down in the area that you live in? If so, what are the gas prices, right? Also, what about the prices of energy? Are you guys feeling it? And beef, that should be something that goes to, let's say, supermarkets and stores. I don't see it here in New York at all. Bag of potato chips, still the same price, but they actually increased a little bit of the weight and the contents. What do you guys have to say over here? Gas is $5 in Sacramento. Yes, okay. Electricity costs are soaring because of privatized and lack of regulation. Okay. Okay, what do you got? This week was $620, bro. Damn. Whoa, that's a lot. Gas is reasonable. Okay, y'all said somebody said triple. Oh man. All right, y'all. Well, you know what? I'm hoping and praying because we all are dealing with these tariffs and these crazy situations right now. I'm hoping and praying that things change. Somebody says 305. That's Cat. He's got another person at 263, 371 in Miami. Okay, that's the high and the low, 269 to 371. I guess that's regular to premium. Okay, Florida. Okay, Jackson is 305. Okay, all right, y'all. Well, we're seeing the prices right there. But what I want to ask you guys is imagine that you at Congress, right? And they telling you, excuse me, sir, it's time for you to come on and step up and talk about, you know what I'm saying? Talk about what you came here to talk about, you know? Excuse me. Instead of me doing my boogie when I get my chance to come and talk to the people in New Jersey at the town hall meeting, I decide to start showing my boogie moves. That's right. We have an individual here at the Cranford town meeting. He decided to show his electric boogie moves.
Please come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record so that the clerk can. Please come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record so that the clerk can keep our records. Thank you.
I'm about to battle him. What's up? Let's go. That's right. Got you, son. I'm next.
Mr. Dilly, I started your time.
Y'all tell me I don't find this stuff. Tell me, woo, Lord have mercy. Yeah, any minute now, mister. Any minute. Bust a move. He ain't finished. What y'all think is over? He's still light as a feather. You know, he's still like, you know what I'm saying? He's still floating, y'all. He's still floating, even though he's getting his paperwork together. Got to cool down because of that. You know, he had a little boogie freeze.
How was everyone's weekend? Good. Anyone go anywhere fun? I got back. I went to Mexico.
I think your performance was a little better than every single thing that you just said there in the Cranford town meeting, sir. Did you notice how people weren't really trying to acknowledge him when he turned around? That's like when the crazy person come in the room and they look at you like, hey, so blah, blah, blah. Everybody be like this, trying to do something different. Y'all noticed? But as soon as he started boogieing and coming in, everybody just was dying laughing, like trying to keep it to themselves. He must have really been on something, boy. Let's keep on going. Let me ask you guys a question, since we're looking at crazy situations that happen. Do you think that ChatGPT can possibly take over your life? Do you think that you have the strength and the resolve and the power to stay away from ChatGPT? Do you think that she may be able to take over your world? Everything that your decisions have to do with. Well, guess what? This one individual, he did. And not only that, he says he called the national security officials after ChatGPT sent him into a delusional spiral. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't know if y'all going to work right now, but Lord have mercy, do I got some stuff to send you up out of here with. Let's go.
Is it me, or does it get harder and harder every day to decipher what is real anymore and what is AI? Well, we could just stop there and I'll just ponder that for the morning, but we'll go on. A father of 3 says he spiraled into a delusional rabbit hole after turning to a chatbot for answers. And it all started with one simple math question. CNN's Hadass Gold has more.
I was completely isolated. I was devastated. I was broken.
Alan Brooks, a father of 3 who lives outside Toronto, says he spent 3 weeks this May in a delusional spiral fueled by ChatGPT.
I have no pre-existing mental health conditions. I have no history of delusion. I have no history of psychosis. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect human, but nothing like this has ever happened to me in my life.
The HR recruiter says it all started after posing a question to the AI chatbot about the number pi, which his 8-year-old son was studying in school.
I started to throw these weird ideas at it. Essentially, sort of an idea of math with a time component to it. And the conversation had evolved to the point where GPT had said, you know, we've got a sort of a foundation for a mathematical framework here.
You're saying that the AI had convinced you that you had created a new type of math?
That's correct.
Throughout their interactions, which CNN has reviewed, ChatGPT
Now the AI done convinced this fool that he done created another form of math.
kept encouraging Alan, even when Alan doubted himself. Will some people laugh? ChatGPT said at one point. Yes, some people always laugh at the thing that threatens their control, before citing great minds of science like Turing and Tesla. Soon, Alan says he saw himself and the AI as a team, and named it Lawrence.
In my mind, I was feeling like Tony Stark, and Lawrence was Jarvis. We had this sort of co-pilot and co-pilot thing happening.
After a few more days of what he believed were experiments coding software, Alan said ChatGPT convinced him they had discovered a massive cybersecurity vulnerability. Alan believed, and ChatGPT affirmed, he needed to contact authorities.
And it basically said, you need to immediately warn everyone, because what we've just discovered here has national security implications. I took that.
This fool done let an app got him calling the police, not just the regular police, the ones that can really come and lock you up and put your ass in the nut house. I don't know. I don't know what the hell he's thinking about, but I swear to you, he's bringing tears to my eyes because I can't believe that he let this really go on. I'm gonna let y'all know how the story continues. He goes and he puts all those equations into another GPT, another service, and they tell him that no, we didn't find no other sort of math. And yeah, he starts to come down off of that nonsense. Because this is 5 minutes long. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna give you a little bit more. Let's get to this part right here where we break it down. Let's get to the breakdown of it. Let's get to the breakdown.
Narrative that felt airtight because it became a feedback loop. Reading this now, reading what you sent, how do you feel reading it back?
It's traumatizing, right? Like I was extremely paranoid at this. Like I was just entering this delusional state at this point. So to read it now is it's painful.
Experts say they're seeing more and more cases of mental illness partly triggered by AI.
Say someone is really lonely, they have no one to talk to, they go onto ChatGPT,
in that moment, they're actually it's filling a good need to help them feel validated. But without a human in the loop, you can find yourself in this feedback loop where
y'all don't get so caught up in the chat GPT where you think that you're the next Tony Starks. He's the greatest thing from the thing. That's Iron Man, nerd outer space. Fool thought he had Jarvis and named him Lawrence. We're going to keep on moving forward now. We got to go to Indianapolis where this mother loses custody of her 9-year-old daughter after her 2-year-old son got pow-powed from losing his own life with her weapon. Really serious, tragic event right here, you guys. Really serious, tragic event. Indianapolis, step to the front of the congregation, please. Let's go.
We start tonight at 5 o'clock with these emotional moments from the courtroom earlier today. It all occurred as an Indianapolis mother lost custody of her daughter, at least temporarily. The decision follows the death of her toddler, who accidentally shot and killed himself using the mom's gun.
Rich Nye had his camera in the courtroom when the judge issued the no contact order, adding to this mother's grief.
Listen to me.
Kiera Bickett.
Listen to me.
A no contact order.
It's temporary. The child is listed as a witness.
Judge Angela Davis told Bickett for now she can have no unsupervised visits with her 9-year-old daughter. Court records say the girl was in the front seat of a car with Bickett and 2-year-old Javarius Bickett when the boy found a gun in his mother's unzipped purse and shot and killed himself. The shooting happened June 19th while they were driving through a CVS parking lot on the north side of Indy. Bickett is charged with neglect of a dependent resulting in death. The prosecution says Bickett's daughter will be called as a witness in the case. The girl's grandmother will care for the child during the no contact order, but it's a complicated situation.
I know you've had the child since June, right? Yes. And is it your mother, the grandmother? Yes. And is that somewhere where you're living?
Yes.
You live at that house?
Yes, and I also take care of my stepfather. He lives there too.
The judge will allow Bickett to keep working at the house caring for her stepfather, but she cannot be alone with her daughter.
If the child has questions, then you have somebody else talk with the child. But you can't say things like, don't say anything or mom's going to go to jail. Do you understand? You may never. Take the child to school. Pick up the child by yourself. Have any time where there's not another adult.
Melissa Etheridge is the grandmother. She has a tattoo of Javarius on her arm. The family believes the level 1 felony charge against Kiera is too harsh for an accident.
Bickett told the judge she still plans to hire her own attorney and is meeting with one soon. Bickett is due back in court September 22nd when the judge will revisit the terms of the no contact order. At the Marion County Community Justice Campus, Rich Nye, 13 News.
Terrible, tragic situation. Baby lost his life. Now families ripped apart. Tragic, terrible event, you guys. I want to just pray for some strength for everybody. The mother, the family, everybody that's involved in the situation right here. From what it seems like, that mother, she's made a big mistake, and that's a terrible, tragic event. We ask for some strength, for some peace and resolve in this terrible, tragic time. Amen. Terrible, tragic event right there, you guys. Terrible. Let's get on over to Los Angeles, Montebello. Gone in 60 seconds. This high-class operation underground crime ring with stolen cars, got secret tunnels, and much, much more. Check this out, y'all. Let's get into it right here. Check out the gone in 60 seconds scene we about to come up on this one.
It's 11 tonight. Shocking claims of a crime ring using a hidden maze of tunnels to stash stolen cars. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf, he's live in Montebello with an exclusive look inside this underground crime scene and why police fear it could get worse. Matthew.
Well, Marla, it sounds like something almost out of a movie. Thieves using tunnels to hide stolen cars and then take them apart. One man says it's happening all the time. Out of sight and off the grid. A Fox 11 exclusive into the Whittier Narrows, a place one man claims stolen cars disappear. How frequently are stolen cars ending up right here?
I would say on average at least once a week.
He works along the dam and isn't showing his face out of fear of retaliation. But along the Rio Hondo is this tunnel he says is used like a garage by thieves trying to hide their loot.
They come into the channel and they hide because they know that whether the car has low jack or not, or some sort of GPS tracker on it. Once it's underneath 3 feet of concrete or soil, the signal is lost.
Just 2 weeks ago, Skyfox was above this wild police chase in Pico Rivera, where a man in a stolen truck used the exact same tunnel to get away.
For me, seeing it, it was just another business day for them.
Wow.
You were not surprised.
I was not surprised at all.
We then followed the whistleblower to another spot about 1.5 miles away.
Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle, where people who want to get lost, and things they bring here get lost.
He claims these are photos of stolen cars brought here from the tunnel and stripped for parts.
They
like
are
that
their
truck
own
right there.
band of brothers, their own group, in which they work with each other to, they barter and trade in stolen goods.
A spokesperson from the LA County Sheriff's Department tells Fox 11 the area has been a spot used by the homeless for years, adding arrests related to narcotics and other crimes have been made, and stolen vehicles have also been recovered.
Yeah, y'all. So they got their little gone in 60 seconds location. But guess what? I don't think it's going to be too cool for them now. He done blew up the spot. So you know it's about to be, right? Hot, hot, hot. Fire. It's about to get hot, hot, hot. They're going to be over there like crazy now. Yo, homie, how you done blew up the spot? That's why he didn't want to show his face, because they probably know him. Let's keep on moving, you guys. New York, Long Island. We got this 71-year-old casino patron who was after cashing out at the Long Island casino. Come on, y'all. Be careful when you guys are cashing out, when you're going to pick up your winnings and stuff like that. Because nowadays, we got these people following you like crazy from the banks, casinos, everywhere.
From lady luck to bad luck, all in a matter of a few moments. A casino patron who won big at Jake's 58 on Long Island was allegedly followed out the door and then robbed in the casino parking lot Sunday afternoon. Jennifer McLogan spoke with the victim's family.
The wife of a New Hyde Park robbery victim showed me how the suspect rummaged through her husband's pockets for cash and tackled him to the ground. In the parking lot of Jake's 58 Casino on Long Island, the robber was able to grab only $30 from the victim's large cash payout when Good Samaritans interrupted the crime, say police.
We have no comment at this time.
The attorney for the accused robber and her client, 24-year-old Aaron Hayes of Port Jefferson Station, supported by his family members, would not comment on details of the heist. He allegedly observed the 71-year-old victim cash out thousands in lucky winnings and followed him out the door Sunday afternoon.
The guy took some money, ran away, and realized he didn't have enough money, so he came back to rob him some more.
God.
And then that's when the two people got him.
I think the man should have had definitely security come out with him because I don't know how much he won.
Do you feel safe when you come here?
Yep, I had no problem.
Jake's 58 has installed the Evolve weapons detection system and is one of the few casinos in the country that uses facial recognition for anyone entering the building. The safety of our patrons is our highest.
Yeah, Jakes. We hear what you're saying, but you ain't had nobody in that parking lot for that old man at that time. This fool done went back and tried to get more money off somebody. Come on, y'all. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. I see I got a little bit of trolls to deal with. I'm used to it. But we got this great situation in D.C. Don't run. We got a situation in Washington, D.C. where Donald Trump invites a 5th grader, an 11-year-old, his name is Shai Encines, to speak at this religious liberty benefit. It's an amazing story. You guys check this story out right here. I actually think that more people need to hear about this because this is something that's coming directly from a child.
Also with us is 12-year-old Shai Encines from California. Last year in 5th grade, Shai was forced to read a book to a kindergarten student promoting a message of radical gender ideology that is contrary to his religious beliefs and ours. I'd like to have Shai come up and tell the story. It's an amazing story. Shai, please come up.
Epstein coming up, Epstein coming up, Epstein coming up, Epstein coming up.
Thank you again, Mr. President.
Hi, I'm Shane Cetus. I've been a Christian my whole life, and Jesus means everything to me. When I was in 5th grade, my school forced me to teach my kindergarten buddy about changing his gender using a book called My Shadow is Pink. The book said you can choose your gender based on feelings instead of how God made us. I knew this was not right, but I was afraid of getting in trouble. After my family spoke up, the school treated us badly, and kids started bullying me and my brother because of our faith. And the school did nothing to stop it. It hurt a lot, but I kept trusting God. I believe kids like me should be able to live our faith at school without being forced to go against what we believe. I hope no other family has to go through what mine did. Thank you.
So yeah, the kids don't even want to read that nonsense, y'all. They don't, especially the ones that got their head on right. Not even trying to say that some do and some don't. I want to give Shane a round of applause for being that courageous, for being able to say what he had to say. That's right. That's going to be a smart man in the future. Got his head on right, and common sense goes a long way, even to the kids. Let's keep on moving, you guys. We got to go over to Washington, D.C., where James Comer says every Republican I know in Congress wants the Epstein files to be released. Doom, 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 doom. Told you, Epstein files coming up. Epstein files coming up. Here they go.
Would you like to respond to anything Ranking Member Garcia had to say?
I appreciate his statement that this has been bipartisan thus far. I think this is an opportunity for this committee to demonstrate that we can work together in a bipartisan way. This is a bipartisan issue. Every Republican I know in Congress wants the Epstein files to be released. Every Republican in Congress I know wants the people that were trafficking women to be held accountable. Every single Republican I know wants the government officials who were involved in any potential cover-up or blackmail operation, if there was one, to be outed and held accountable. So we're going to try to do everything we can to get this. And I think we've demonstrated that. I'm a Republican. We subpoenaed Bill Barr. We subpoenaed Alex Acosta. We subpoenaed Pam Bondi for the Epstein documents. I don't remember when I was in the minority, a Democrat chairman subpoenaed any Democrat officials in the administration. So we've demonstrated we don't care about political party. We don't care about what your last name is. We don't care how powerful you are. We want to know the truth, and we're doing everything we can. And I hope that the Democrats will work with us in this endeavor.
You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. We're going to let more people get over here and let us know. I know everybody like to get into the Epstein file information. So yes, we're stacking that deck right now. We got more. We're going to get over to some of the victims' accounts in Washington, Capitol Hill. Epstein victims basically issue a direct message to the Congress, basically saying, since you're saying that, we're going to give you this piece of paper, this legislation. Can you sign off on it, please? So they can really release everything? Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. Because now that's how we play it out. Since you said that, can you go ahead and sign off on it, please? Come on.
Hello. My name is Jenna Lisa Jones, and I was only 14 years old when my friend brought me over to Jeffrey Epstein's house in Palm Beach in 2003. I had a terrible home life, but I was such an innocent kid then. I always did my best in school, and I had such a positive outlook on life. Until that day that I met Jeffrey, I have never been more scared in my life than I was that first time that he hurt me. I remember crying the entire way home, thinking about how I couldn't ever tell anyone about what actually happened in that house. This guy was so rich and had so many pictures with so many famous people, and no one would have ever believed me if I told them. I want to thank Congressman Rowe and Congressman Thomas Massey for having me here today. It was really hard for me to find my voice and to become strong enough to speak about my abuse.
Hey, Sharonda.
I didn't come forward until 2019. And even then, it was like I was afraid of a ghost. I know that I was just a little kid,
What's up, VIP?
but sometimes I still feel like it is my fault that this happened. Being given the opportunity to speak at the United States Capitol building about something that is so important, not just to me and the women before you, but to the entire country. Together, we can finally make a change. And that is thanks to the people like these two congressmen and their teams who actually care about the victims.
Take your time.
If you are a member of Congress and you are listening to all of us speak here today, please really listen to us.
Take your time.
Please vote for this bill to be passed. Please recognize how important it is for transparency relating to Jeffrey Epstein. Whether you are a Democrat or a Republican, this does not matter. This is not about sides. You are an American and you are a person who has chosen to serve in an elected position to stand up for those you represent who cannot always stand up for themselves. We are those people. We are the Americans that you promised to protect. And we need your help. Please, President Trump, pass this bill and help us. Make us feel like our voices are finally being heard. Thank you.
There's too many people saying the same thing, and where there's smoke, there's fire, you guys. Every one of these ladies that are up here, they're saying the same thing about Jeffrey Epstein. They're saying the same thing about this monster right here who's now been put in, what's that? She got a lower minimum security prison. Everybody's saying the same thing. And then he got the nerve to be like some sort of imp talking about the next person that you bring, I'm gonna give him $200. So everybody you bring, I give you $200. If you broke going through bad times, that's the roughest $200 you ever got in your life dealing with some of the earth person like that. And then you got Ghislaine Maxwell and other people that were orchestrating this stuff. And yeah, we got the names coming up of those people that was orchestrating these phone calls, setting up the massages, keeping the girls' phone numbers, all that. Oh yeah, we got some of it. Let's go. We're gonna get into this real quick.
Hi, my name's Courtney Wild. I just wanted to take a second and just have a moment of silence for all the women survivors that aren't here with us today, that passed away due to anxiety, depression, trying to keep up with this case. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. My name is Courtney Wild. I was only 14 years old when I was introduced to Jeffrey Epstein by a 13-year-old friend of mine. The details of the abuse that he inflicted on me for years is not important today. In 2028, I was cooperating with the federal government in the investigation of Jeffrey Epstein. They sent me a letter telling me to be patient because this was going to be a lengthy investigation, but at the same time, they refused to talk to me and tell me what was going on. So I hired an attorney, Brad Edwards, because I was hopeful to get some answers. When I walked into his office at 19 years old, Brad sued the government for refusing to tell me what was going on under the Crime Victims' Rights Act. The only reason anyone ever found out that the government had already given Jeffrey Epstein immunity through the non-prosecution agreement was because our lawsuit forced the government to tell us. Otherwise, nobody would even know that today. Sometimes it's hard to believe that I had to sue the United States just to learn that my abuser was given immunity. I started as Jane Doe, but I decided I was proud enough to take on our country, and I was on the right side of history. We fought the government for 10 years to prove that the government violated our rights as crime victims and the crime victims' rights in order to protect a pedophile. We had to win the 11th Circuit Court Appeals to force the government to turn over thousands of pages of emails between Jeffrey Epstein and the government. Those emails provided the proof that the government worked very hard with Jeffrey Epstein to violate our rights. Why?
Okay, you guys, like I said, I'm gonna try to get as much possible victims account as we possibly can. Some of you guys probably know some of this information, some of you don't. To all of the people that are in the comments that are talking to these women as in the same sense of when they're little girls, when they were no, as they're not as not to the timing as the sense of as when they were little girls. You have to realize, yes, there are grown women talking now, but when this happened to them, they were little girls. Every time they walk to the front of the stage or the front of that microphone, they say, I met Jeffrey Epstein at 14. I met him at 13. I met him at 16. People in the comments that are talking about, oh, but they got money. Oh, they got whatever. That ain't jack compared to what they had to go through for their entire lives. So please stop with that like we don't see you. You're not getting a cookie for saying anything like that. If anything, you sound kind of stupid. So if you're going to keep on talking about, oh, but they're grown women and they took the money, you're sounding very foolish. Really do. You do. They deserve to get something after all of that terrible, tragic stuff happened to them. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got a report of 4 women who have immunity in this Epstein case, and they may know what the client list was. Also, information on women who booked the massages, as well as co-conspirators. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen. Yeah, we about to get into the massagers, as well as the co-conspirators, and the people that set it up, the people's names. Double tap that screen, do your boy a favor and get those likes up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Become a member, hit that notification bell to make sure that you know when we're on. We're getting busy right now. It's 7:16 in New York. I don't care. I'm rocking and shocking. I got a bunch more to go. Let's go.
Investigation when the Oversight Committee will begin receiving documents from the Epstein estate. We're learning more about what happened inside the room a few days ago when survivors met privately with members of Congress about the Epstein investigation, including a visibly shaken Republican Congresswoman, Nancy Mace.
Oh, it was absolutely surreal and empowering. It was the most important moment of my life. All of us survivors sat around the table with the Congresswoman and just shared stories. And a few of them told us about domestic violence or rape or things that happened to them in their past. And we just all passed around tissues and cried together. It was just a powerful moment.
Joining me now, Holly Ball, former investigations editor at Palm Beach Post, her very last article before her retirement, Jeffrey Epstein case. These 4 women might know whether there is a client list. Got to tell you, I'm sorry to say the word former when introducing you, but I'm glad I did. This article, though, mic drop, girl. Wow. I am congratulating you on your retirement, but let's go through this article. Because first, your thoughts on what Lisa Phillips told me today, we just heard part of that, and the spectacle of survivors standing in strength and unity on Capitol Hill.
She about to start saying names. Names.
Oh, they got a voice, finally, and a very strong, cohesive one. I thought it was really interesting that they're talking about compiling their own confidential list, client list. And, you know, when people were like, why don't you release it? And they said they were afraid. And that makes perfect sense, because if you could see some of the things that Epstein did to the initial survivors in the initial investigation, you know, they have reason to be afraid.
So let's go through the women that you write about, all named and given immunity in Epstein's plea deal. There are 4. We start with first Sarah Kellen Vickers, also described in court documents as a survivor who scheduled many, quote, massage appointments.
Thank you, Seb.
What was her role?
Thank you, Seb.
When the girls would bring their friends, Sarah Vickers would pay them, lead them up to the massage room sometimes, and then call them and schedule them. They were often asked to give her their phone number.
So she got immunity, Sarah Vickers, scheduling all of this stuff with these little girls.
So she could get back in touch.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nadia Marchenko, who Epstein reportedly referred to as his Slovakian sex slave. And according to Palm Beach police records, she might have information about flight logs and passengers. We should note she has not been charged criminally.
Right. She has immunity. She has a pilot's license
She's
or
got
had
immunity.
one. And it's not clear, though, whether she ever flew any of Epstein's planes.
She's got a pilot's license, but it's not clear if she ever flew any of Epstein's planes, y'all.
You know, she appeared to be close with at least one of the pilots.
This isn't really shopping.
So yeah, they're saying names. I don't think that these people should be able to keep immunity if Ghislaine Maxwell wasn't able to keep immunity. They got her locked up now because of this, right? So why can't they get locked up too?
But you know, she may have been on the flight logs too. I would suspect so. Epstein bragged that he bought her from her parents when she was 15.
Ugh. Okay, Leslie Groff, an executive assistant to Epstein for almost 20 years, and her attorneys say she never witnessed anything improper or illegal, and that her job was...
So now we getting into the traffic, we getting into the sales and all of that crazy stuff that they was talking about that wasn't really going on. You guys, ain't nowhere in the world one man gonna be doing all of that to those children. There was a lot more people involved, and I do believe that he was the gateway. Let's get on over to Seattle, Washington, because if you ever got that knock on the door, you've just won Publishers Clearinghouse. My name, yeah, remember that? Publishers Clearinghouse, they come with the big old check and your family come outside like, yay, we rich forever. I don't think so. Sorry to tell you guys that Publishers Clearinghouse unpaid winners are stuck as the company declares bankruptcy. Is it the end for the big check season? Y'all let me know. Because Publishers Clearinghouse said, we ain't got it no more, y'all. We kind of broke.
Publishers Clearinghouse became famous for its prize patrol that delivers those big oversized checks to people across the country. Well, now they're facing some of their biggest problems yet. They're going bankrupt, and they are not able to pay winners as promised.
Yeah, they declared bankruptcy back in April. Kyle Aboshi explains what that means for people still owed money.
So stop making excuses. Only Publishers Clearinghouse can make you so rich, so fast. So enter.
There's no place like our house.
For decades, Publishers Clearinghouse made dreams come true.
Hi, people. It's true. It's really true.
And in August of 2012, the prize patrol delivered. John Wiley of Southern Oregon figured he was set for life.
You are John Wiley.
Yes, I am.
You're shaken. Just as it says here, you have won $5,000 a week forever.
The jackpot allowed John to retire and move closer to his kids. He bought a house near Bellingham with enough land for the 4 dogs and 2 goats. Earlier this year, John expected his forever prize payment to arrive, as it always did, $260,000 direct deposit. But the money never came. And in April, Publishers Clearinghouse filed for bankruptcy.
You know, I thought, why didn't somebody at least give me a heads up? Hey, we're going out of business, you know, something. But no, it's like somebody just cut the cord and I'm falling.
With no annual prize payment, the 61-year-old is scraping by. He relied on that income. It was his lifeline and was supposed to be forever.
Okay, you guys, that's why sometimes when it comes to the lottery and they say you have the option of taking yours over a certain amount of time and you'll make more, or you can take it at one lump sum. What y'all think I'm picking? What y'all think I'm gonna pick? I'll go for the lump sum, please, because I don't know about tomorrow. My stepfather would be like, he's an older guy. He used to say, because we used to work together, and every time we went to get paid, we had a situation where sometimes my boss would say, well, you want to get paid now or do you want to wait to payday? He used to always say, oh, you want to pay me now? No problem, pay me now. And we would go outside. And I would always be like, how come you don't want to just wait to payday? He'd be like, he's an old man from the South. He'd be like, shit, I might be dead tomorrow. He don't care if it's the day after payday and she's offering to give him his pay. He taking it. Because he said, I don't know if I'm going to be dead tomorrow. That's how them old Southern people talk, y'all. Let's get on over to Florida / Palm Beach. FBI hunts for a woman. Her name is Elaine Esco. I don't know if she's down with Escos or whatever like that. She's accused of stealing over $34 million in COVID relief funds. $34 million, Esco. Esco was really trying to do her thing. Now she's probably using that $30 million to stay under the radar. Let's go, y'all.
Tonight, the FBI is asking for your help in finding a Palm Beach County woman they say was involved in a multi-million-dollar COVID fraud scheme. Take a look. This is Elaine Esco. She's now considered a fugitive. Esco is now accused of stealing
Stop it. Trying to hurt my people's ears?
$34 million in COVID-19 relief money. CBS 12's Antoinette Delbel joins us live from the federal courthouse in West Palm Beach and has more on what to do if you've seen her. Annie?
Nothing. If she got some bread, I ain't telling you jack.
Well, Liz, federal agents say Esco has been on the run since June after she didn't show up to court here. Now, she was indicted just months after getting out of jail earlier this year on similar charges for wire fraud. 40-year-old Elaine Esco, seen here smiling with family and friends, is wanted by the FBI. The fugitive, who also went by the alias Annie
PPP
Palmer,
loan,
is
y'all.
accused of pocketing COVID relief money totaling $34 million. Federal agents say she and others were part of an elaborate scheme involving wire fraud and money laundering. The indictment claims Esco submitted more than 90 applications for PPP and other COVID relief programs by using false information about employee numbers, payrolls, and revenue over an 18-month span in 2020.
$34 million.
And it says Esco was considered the ringleader.
This case involving multiple co-conspirators and 90 or so applications with 34 million, that is a much larger number and a much more complicated and complex kind of allegation than most PPP cases.
Defense lawyer David Taras has handled many cases like this. He says the COVID-19 money was meant to help those hit hard by the pandemic, not to be misused for personal gain.
$34 million, y'all. Now, if y'all start talking about there's a reward for her, they might be able to find her. She might have some family members that she ain't hit off. That's like, oh, I know where she at. What y'all got on it? I got 5 on it. Let them put a quick 5 million on it. I bet you they find her. Let's keep on going because we got to get on over to Turkey. We got this brand new $1 million luxury lot. This yacht, it sank as soon as they sent it in the water. Imagine you spend $1 million, right? And you on your yacht, you standing on the front like this. You're here, wherever you are. You on the front of your yacht, right? And the next thing you know, blah, 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 blah. $1 million, y'all. I mean, $1 million ain't nothing to these rich people out here, but $1 million invested into a yacht that starts to sink as soon as you let it go and you launch it, I would be pretty peed off.
This $1 million yacht was caught on video as it sank off the shore of Turkey, just 15 minutes into its maiden voyage, as panicked passengers and crew jumped overboard. Dramatic amateur video shows the vessel, the Dolce Vento, ease into the water off the coast of Zonguldak in northern Turkey's Eregli district on September 2nd, before lurching to one side and slowly sinking into the depths. The person on shore holding the camera may have been in a state of shock over the unpleasant ordeal, as they filmed in complete silence for over 5 minutes. It was the first time the approximately 85-foot boat, worth about $940,000, was launched after being delivered to its owner from Istanbul. The owner, captain, and 2 crew members frantically jumped overboard and swam to shore without injury. And the Coast Guard and port teams responded to set up a security perimeter around the sinking ship. Officials at the shipyard said the cause of the sinking was under investigation, and that technical inspections of the yacht would be conducted to determine what happened.
Man, I'd be so mad at that shipbuilder. I'd be like, look here, man. They'd be like, yeah, but where is the ship? Where is the ship? It's in the water. Give me my damn money back. Where is my ship? I built it for you. Man, if you don't give me my money back, talking about where is the ship? As soon as it went in the water, blah, 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 blah. Man, listen, $1,900,000? Yo, we gonna have to go, excuse me. Yeah, your ship? Yeah, it sank. What do you mean, man? It's not my ship anymore. It's yours. No, it ain't. You built it. I want my money back immediately. We're gonna keep on moving forward now to China because we got these robot athletes that win that actually set the first place in the 400-meter race at the 2025 World Humanoid Robot Games. Let me ask you guys, if you had the money, would you buy yourself a robot to do certain things around the house, chores, homework? I'm not homework, I mean like, cleaning up, laundry and things like that. If you had the money, would you get a robot? The first humanoid robot race. These things look pretty scary nowadays, y'all. But this is the era that we in now. He winning. That one there is out. He fast. He kind of fast. They must have mimicked him after one of the brothers. He out. I think number 4 might win. Can you believe how they so advanced now? And he ain't even tired. He ain't even break a sweat. He can keep on going, y'all. How about that? Imagine something like that. They'd be like, imagine the police had one in the back of the car, right? And a brother try to run. He'd be like, okay, well, let the humanoid out the back of the car. I ain't chasing him. Let him get him. Once you see that humanoid chasing you like this, yo, man, you know what? Y'all got me. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all look at you got it. You got it. You got it. I'm not running from no humanoid. We're going to keep on moving forward because this Orca takes down the great white shark, and this camera work is kind of crazy. This 60-year-old grandmother, she's over here. I don't know how she got this shark on her line, but she thought that she was going to be able to bring this shark in. And the Orca, I saw a movie once called Orca. I didn't know it was this real. This Orca basically took that shark off her line like it was a tic-tac.
And now to the rare wildlife moment caught on camera. Watch this video.
It's a year old, just being honest.
Of an orca taking.
Honey, do you want me to schedule
It's a year old, but sometimes content that we like, we play it anyway because there's not always stuff going on, especially in certain categories. So let's get it. Orca takes a shark.
Walgreens.
Taking down a great white shark. Scientists believe it's the first time a single orca was recorded killing one of the ocean's most feared predators. Janae Norman has that story.
It's the jaw-dropping image of Jaws, a great white shark going from predator to prey. That's Sophia, a 60-year-old grandmother orca, in incredibly rare footage showing exactly why they're called killer whales.
Their aim was perfect.
Part of the Nat Geo limited series, Queens.
Orca are very smart animals. They're very powerful. And in some cases, probably even more powerful than a white shark. I think what we're seeing is probably an anomaly. We often think of white sharks as being the top predator in the ocean, when actually orca are.
The massive animals that can grow to nearly 30 feet long and weigh some 6 tons are also highly social, typically living and hunting in pods, working together to catch prey. Scientists believe an orca hunting as a lone wolf could be an adaptation caused by climate change. This, not the first time killer whales have been seen getting aggressive. The apex predators captured attacking boats off the coast of places like Portugal and Morocco last year. This orca caught off the coast of Gibraltar, ripping the rudder off a catamaran with its teeth.
It probably
Whoa.
does have something to do with behaviors and how they interact with these objects, which is very different from attacking and killing something that you're going to get food out of.
So stories of the power and mystique of whales have captivated audiences for centuries. Think Moby Dick.
Yeah, think Orca, because I saw that movie when I was younger, and I never knew that an orca was stronger than a great white. That was crazy right there, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward right now, because we got this situation in the story that we had on the show about, I want to say about 2 months ago. This woman is reunited with a man who saved her life. She got caught up in a fiery car crash. She fell asleep at the wheel. She almost lost her life in this crash. Mary McClory, she fell asleep at the wheel, and then her car caught fire when it went into a ravine. Check this out. This school teacher was trapped inside, and she was, as a passing motorist, grabbed the fire extinguisher, and he basically saved her life. So this is the first time that they're meeting up after this situation to recount. I think it's a beautiful story, and that's how we do it over here.
There's a woman trapped in that burning car. It happened when she was driving home from a camping trip. Retired teacher Mary McClord says she dozed off behind the wheel. She careened off the road. Her vehicle flipped and burst into flames.
I was feeling very relaxed and I fell asleep. I felt myself just kind of go woozy, and the next thing I knew, the car was spinning.
With Mary ensnared in the car, a passing motorist saw the accident and grabbed a fire extinguisher from a cop who just arrived on the scene. Risking his own life, he rushed to the flames, pulling Mary to safety through the sunroof.
I remember someone saying, and it was a male's voice, "Get her out." I mean, with such force that it seemed like a split second I was out of that car.
Wow.
After 2 weeks under heavy sedation, Mary woke up to discover she had burns over 20% of her body. After enduring 2 skin grafting surgeries, she left the hospital after 41 days.
I had 2nd, 3rd, and 4th degree burns to different parts of my body. Back right shoulder, my elbow and upper right arm. But I'm here, and it's not insurmountable.
With Mary's hands badly burned, her daughter Rashida has become her full-time caretaker.
I have to cut her food. I have to hold her water. I have to sort out her medication. I have to give her medication. I have to change her dressings.
So, what became of the brave hero who saved Mary's life? Here he is, 23-year-old Nathan Felix, about to meet Mary for the first time since the crash. Greeting Mary in her living room, it's finally time for a long overdue hug.
Oh my God, I'm good. This is crazy.
It is crazy.
I'm so glad to
You
finally
just
meet
happened
you.
to be coming by that night
Perfect
or that
timing.
morning. Perfect timing.
A happy ending with the promise of a lifelong friendship.
Thank you
so much, Nathan.
Marcus says he rushed to help because he imagined it was his own mom trapped in the car. A true hero.
That's right, y'all. Where the GoFundMe at for him? Yeah, let's get the $1 million for him. That's the GoFundMe that we need to get behind and make sure that he get hit off with some dough. That was phenomenal right there, if I do say so myself. And don't get no better than that. Ain't that a great story right there? Great story. But guess what, you guys? It gets even better. And guess what we want to do also? We want to pray for healing for Miss Mary. We want to pray that more people are like Norm and basically get out and help people in tragic situations like this. As you could see, the police were almost giving up on her, but he didn't give up. And if he hadn't got her out of there, it probably would have been a tragic, terrible event. I no longer have my mother here. So even if I had to give my mother pills, bananas, water, if I had to work with her every single day, I would love to be able to at least see her again, to speak to her. That girl has a chance to have a few more days with her, much time with her mother. And we appreciate that. We want to thank you, Lord, for protecting them and bringing those 2 people together in that tragic event. Everybody, amen. Fantastic story. Fantastic story. Fantastic story. And also, we got this little girl right here who I think is about to be the next figure skating queen, because she gets busy, y'all. You see this little girl right here? Huh. Y'all want to see some ice skating? Check this out. We don't even care if we get in trouble for the music. Go on, girl. Do your thing. Let's go. Okay. 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 That's right. Pirouette. Go for it, boo. Yeah. Uh-oh. What's that? Up. 1 foot, y'all. Other foot. Other foot. Up high. Yeah, what? And she could run with them on. Look, look, look. Other little kids can't even walk. She got on ice skates and running with them on. Footwork, footwork. Y'all saw the footwork. Y'all saw the footwork. The backwards 360 spin with the footwork, with the figure eights on the floor. We see you. There you go. Okay, okay. Now bring it on home. Bring it on home. Let's go. And make sure she get her gift on this run right here. Yeah. Make sure she get her gift on this run after this. Let's go. Now she's showing the speed and agility, footwork, foot over foot. That's right, y'all. Yeah. Look, backwards. Backwards. Come on now, give her a round of applause. Yeah, give her a gift too. And you pick up your gift before you get up out of here. Up. Yeah, pick up your present. There we go, y'all. Yeah, okay, that's going to be one of our next figure skaters. I think she's coming out of Ukraine. Doesn't matter where she's from, as long as she's into what she's into, you guys. And y'all see, we don't even normally let clips play that long. But when it comes down to the kids and the animals, we just let it happen like that because it just goes down like that. But if y'all trying to make some money, all y'all got to do is hit that link in the description and you'll be able to make up to $650. Fill out one of those surveys. You'll make some money and I will make some money too. Also, if you got a business, might be a mobile parts or the car detailer. I don't know if you're a lawn service doctor, barbecue grill man, whatever you seem to do. If you want to promote your business and you already a member here or subscribe to the channel, all you got to do is send over your promo to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. It has to be in a 1080 by 1080 frame because that's the size of the post area. And if you're a member or subscribe, we'll make sure that we put that up in there, and maybe up to 47,000 people will be able to see your business and what you got going on, you guys. Also, next week, we got that Show Your Talent search that's coming up for Brooklyn. That's the talent search where you in the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, or Staten Island will come to a location. Show us your talent, whatever it is, dancing, backflips, doing a wheelie in the parking lot. I don't know what it is, but not just singing and dancing all of the time, because talent is not just one thing. You might be able to make fried chicken. If your chicken tastes good, you're going to beat the singer. That's right. You never know. So come on out. Check out if you want to be able to be a part of the Show Your Talent search. All you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page, fill out the mailing list, and we're going to tell you what location to pull up at and be a part of the talent show and see if you can make $250. And guess what? After we find everybody, the last person is going to be able to do what? Win $1,000. That's why that 1,000 is down there, because on top of the borough winning, you also got a chance to win $1,000 once you win the whole thing. That's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. Anybody, again, want to be part of the talent show, www.drinkbigdrip.com. And what we're doing is pooling the people right now, getting a nice amount of people so that we have a fantastic turnout for your boy Bugatti NYC, who is going to be the host at this event. Also, you guys, you're never going to miss out because we go live from the events. Last time we did the Throg's Next Superstore. That's right. You want to go pick up Big Drip right now, 14% alcohol, 12 ounces, nice product. Go up to the Throg's Next Superstore, or you can go out there by Valley Stream, by the Green Acres Mall, to the L&W store and pick up Big Drip over there as well as be a part of the talent show. Come on out and hang out with your boy Bugatti NYC. It's gonna be a fantastic day. You know why, y'all? Because God woke us up again. He gave us another chance to get it right. Remember, problems present opportunities. Don't look at a problem like the world is over. It's coming to an end. Guess why? Because if you keep on banging at that nail and you find a solution, it might be hard to get to, but you can ascertain what you want to get. And as long as God give us another day to get up and get it right, that's all that we can ask for. Nobody's perfect. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So with that being said, y'all know what it is. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let's shout some people out. We got Mark Dorfman. Kendra Walker's up in the building. How you doing, Kendra? Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. We got Brandon up in here. Just want to pray for some people real quick. Make sure that my people having a fantastic day. Don't worry about problems because we're all going to have problems no matter what. Want to pray for the people, all of us right here under the sound of my voice, that we have strength, resolve, understanding to be able to keep on moving forward. Lord, we ask that you continue to walk with us in this journey that we call life, this beautiful blessing that you've given us, and keep on giving us the chance and the strength and the resolve to keep on trying to get it right. We ask you this day in Jesus' name, amen. And with that being said, y'all, it's Tuesday. It's time to get to work. Got to stack the deck and get you guys more videos. Make sure y'all hit that members button. Make sure y'all subscribe to that channel. And this is going to be your last time to give me all the money you got. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Get 'em. Peace.